too. So you were attacked by social media.
It was a person who had artwork in the gallery who
Okay.
did something which went onto the news, which we didn't know about because we were in the middle of travelling to Wellington.
Okay.
And we had no idea why suddenly we were getting hundreds and hundreds, one after another, of abusive texts.
Mm.
And it was because people Googled that person,
Mm-hmm.
and our gallery came up, and they for some reason thought that he owned the gallery. And so they started emailing and texting and phoning and making threats. And we left our daughter, who's in her early 20s, in charge of the gallery. It's the first time we'd been away for a long, long time. And she was getting a lot of phone calls here. We were getting them on the cell phone, and she was getting them on the landline. And she was getting all the emails. So it was really scary because we were too far away to get back. And she was feeling threatened, so we had to get friends to come and get her home safely and close the gallery. And then we were staying in a hotel, and we couldn't turn the phone off because we weren't sure if they'd do something to the gallery, so we had to be available for security to get hold of us.
So was
all night the phone was going off with these abusive texts.
And in the media, there was one lady in TV3 who knew us because she'd interviewed us months ago about
for the newspaper,
about an item that I was involved in with the misrepresentation of New Zealand art, Kiwi art, and she knew us, and she knew that we were this particular person. So she interviewed or contacted us and interviewed us in Wellington to try and get the record straight.
Mm-hmm.
And then it slowly sort of changed after that, but we were still receiving, because in social media, once a virus starts, it went worldwide. We had from as far as Iceland, Papua New Guinea, Japan. It was phenomenal.
Somebody even subscribed us to American Agriculture Ministry or something, and we started getting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of emails of all their newsletters and stuff because we got subscribed and we didn't even subscribe ourselves.
Was this
so
because...
they shut up all our internet and everything.
And not to get too far into it, was it a political piece that somebody did in the gallery, or was it just...
No, it
nothing
was
to do
an
with
action that the person did, and nothing to do with the gallery at all. It was an action that somebody did, which he probably should not have done.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to prevent something happening, but the way he did it was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He accepts the responsibility for that, but unfortunately the righteous and the so-called self-righteous misinterpreted that situation, as can easily be done in video or anything, and suddenly, people see something on social media, they make their judgment, and then that's it. You're trialed, hung, drawn, quartered through social media.
Even if they've got the wrong person, because
Even
we
if
were
they've
still
got the
getting
wrong
texts months later. And then when people found out that we weren't the artist concerned, they still said, well, you sell his work, so you're still...
Tarred with the same brush.
And we said, excuse me, but we will choose who we work with and who we don't. We're not going to be told by other people.
And regarding your gallery, so you've had sewage, first few...
We had flood actually too. We
had a flood as well.
Getting work out from storage because the water was pouring in.
We've had physical threats. My wife has been physically threatened in the gallery. We've had, this sounds negative, but
the good outweighs the bad. The good experiences, right?
The experiences we've had in this gallery, I would never have had in the corporate world. And I mean, when I say that this gallery shouldn't be standing, it's a testament to it's a testament to this gallery, the mana of this gallery, and maybe to us and to the artists that it is still standing. It has survived an awful lot, and
we've learned an awful lot through having it, haven't we?
We have. It's been an incredible journey, one I would never ever have imagined entering that, and we've been blessed to have been able to take this journey, however hard it's been.
Sometimes it's very challenging financially to own an art gallery, because if the work isn't selling, you still have high overheads, you still have to pay your lease and your wages and everything else. But we often find that when we're in a challenging position like that something good will happen in another way. An artist will come in and tell us a story, or a client will come in and share something about their life, or talk about how a particular painting or an artwork or a sculpture has impacted on their life.
Memory.
And you think there's more to life than just earning an income. We're always learning, and we're privileged to be often included in people's lives, I think. Because we don't just put artwork on the wall and put a price tag on it. We understand, we form a relationship with the artist, really, I suppose. So we have an understanding of where they're coming from and why they're creating whatever artwork they create and how they feel, and they share with us what's going on in their life, and it's forming a kind of connection with them, and then through that we can form connections between the artwork and the purchaser or the viewer.
The first month or so that we took over this business, we were determined that we were going to make it an inclusive gallery, because I had worked for galleries that were exclusive, and by that definition it was, you know the type of gallery. It's stark, minimal, and
you feel you have to know something. You have to know something about art, or you can't step over.
You need to know the secret.
People feel intimidated by walking in sometimes.
So we made a point of making sure that the person who came into this gallery and wanted to buy a $5 card could have and would have the same level of service as the person who bought a $5,000 painting, and the same care and consideration. But what we learned was that this place has an effect in some people's lives, and we are part of something. And that dawned on us in the first few months. We had this particular sale that occurred. An artist had painted a painting of a mountain in Dargaville called Toka. And it's an innocuous looking little mountain, because you, on the way to see it, you drive through a very flat area, the Upper Kaipara Harbour, and you go through a place called Ruawai. And as you are driving along, you see this little mountain that looks like this giant cone, and it's quite funny. Anyway, this artist had painted this painting of this mountain, and he painted it in the style of Van Gogh, with a moon and the reeds of the Kaipara River flowing, and it was a big, swirling, very impressionistic painting. And he felt inspired to do that because he said, well, the story goes the mountain and the moon meet once a month, and they have a conversation, and they talk, and they meet together, they meet each other. And I just really like that story, and I have been a fan of the Impressionists and Van Gogh. And so we put it in a prominent place in the gallery. And within a week, a lady came in, and I watched her, and she just stood in front of this work, and she would come in maybe twice a week, and once on a weekend she would just stand and look at this work, and I knew there was something going on, but being young in this particular business, I didn't know how to approach it. Anyway, I just one day just came up and said, do you like the work? And she said, I have to have it. And I said, oh, okay. And it wasn't a cheap painting, it was quite an expensive painting. I said, oh, why? She said, I've just lost my nephew.
Was a nephew, I think.
And I said, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. She said, yes, it's a year to the day that my sister died as well, on the same day. And I said, oh, that's really awful. Why this painting? She said, well, as part of his initiation into his iwi, his tribe, he has to spend a night on that mountain under a full moon. So this was quite a passionate, and I thought, wow, it's so amazing, and we're part of this. So we're bringing these two people together. So the artist has painted that painting for a particular reason, in one time zone, and the lady who's purchasing it, who bought it, she's buying it in another time zone and for another reason. They have never met, these two, the artist, the creator, and the purchaser, the appreciator. So we've been the bridge that's brought them together. But the really weird thing is that they live almost in the same street.
No way.
That's right.
Where?
And they still don't know who each other are.
That's crazy. That is